We talk a lot about Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution, which basically bars the state from impairing the obligation of contracts. And most people really don't understand just how powerful this right is, or how well enshrined it is by case precedent. So to illustrate this point, I decided I would tell you about the case of Dartmouth versus Woodward. So Dartmouth College received its original charter from the British Crown before the American Revolution. After the Revolution, the state of New Hampshire altered the charter to take control over the college. And the way that they did this is they added a couple of new trustees to the board of Dartmouth. So they didn't even have the power to just straight up change the charter. They actually had to add trustees to the board of Dartmouth in order to make the changes to the charter to give New Hampshire control. So some of the original trustees decided to sue the new trustees to bring the action before the U.S. Supreme Court. And the U.S. Supreme Court held that the initial charter creating the college was a contract with which the state of New Hampshire could not interfere, based on the Contracts Clause of the U.S. Constitution. So here we see a contract that was actually created under the Crown's authority was respected ultimately by the U.S. Constitution because it was a private contract. So when we're talking about a private irrevocable trust created through the common law right of contract and saying that it's not subject to legislative control, we're talking about things like this, and this is not the only case that proves this point. And if you didn't know, the reason why this is such a fundamental axiomatic right that we have in the United States, this kind of reveals something to you. The Crown's own contracts are respected over here. And that goes to show you the nature of the power behind the scenes and how they utilize trusts. And if the U.S. Supreme Court is just going to step over that boundary and stop respecting the right of private contracts, a lot of extremely powerful people all of a sudden will need to start sweating bullets. They can't come after the little guy's trust without setting a legal precedent that would put very, very powerful people's estates at risk, and they're just not going to do that.